few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Reset. 19. 59. Let's put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the hook. Hey, switch gears. Watch out.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Watch the screen. Watch it.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 52. Check.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. Finding room at the 30. A gain of 32 that time. Well, Charles, you said just a bit ago their aggression might get to him, set up the screen. It could work, and it did.
It certainly did, and you have to give the offense coordinator a ton of credit for being able to see it, anticipate it, and get right to the call.
To throw is gone. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We go to that. 180.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 32 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. He's at the 30, the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. Will Fuller, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Room here to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 30, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 76 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Third and long. It's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
20. Here we go.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun.
Here we go.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the freak goes against him.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
26 Mike. Oh, you got deep? 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Check Mike. Check Mike. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Back to throw. Watson. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th down, so the Texans dial up the number of their 2nd-year punter, Trevor Daniel. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
Let's get this.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds his target, Fuller. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the right side, this is Miller. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and they're just steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And that is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Watson rolling to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Samson Abuka showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check. I think it is.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already.
I can't believe they let you play.
Watson. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Tiger. Bang. 14.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go, tonight. 120.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now gone. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What's my name? What's that? 19, 59. Man out. Show it. Check.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's bring it. Shoot. He's crashing. He's checking.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert, 24 is down, he's coming. 24. Hustle.
Watson now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And he's able to get it out of there. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Where's the tap? 19! No. Get ready. Alert. Get ready. Alert. Ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Over. Check 59. Mike is 59.
After the interception, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Watson looking long for Thomas. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Throwing now. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? 120. Check my 47. All right, dude, let's go. All right, dude.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
26-yard line.
120. 127. Switch up. Switch up.
Goff now to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Rams first down.
We go tonight. 120. Check, 47. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, Pete. Go, Pete.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
12. 21.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. But now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
You better be afraid of me.
Shotgun now for Brees. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check. 58, come on. 58, come on. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Brees going to go on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
Line 20.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Oh, nice move. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Saints' 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, G.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Ready. Yellow lady. Easy, opposite.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Breeze again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives. And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for gone. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 37 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze forced out to his left. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now this throw caught left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And some room to run now. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Here's Breeze. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
Now Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Breeze now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Thomas. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down and goal.
Ready?
They'll come out in the pistol. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thomas, the intended target.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
The final shot before break here. Gone. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Breeze. And complete right side to Cook. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Check, check, check. 5-8.
Breeze now. Flush to his right. Again has it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Hey, kill. 12. 58.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Breeze now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Breeze going to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Kill. Spawn, 21. No.
Now Breeze. Stepping up, he'll try and run. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing now is Breeze. Escaping the pressure. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Goal. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing again in the 4th quarter. They got it done. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Gurley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready. 5-9. Lights 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Good night.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. Yo, 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 yo. Good, 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 good.
Breeze is looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Goff on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.